We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Let's go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Stroud. Got his man, Dell. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Good footwork at the 30. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 30. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Here's 2nd and 10. Mixon will go off tackle left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're talking about this Jets defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, Texans.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The 2nd down and 10th in, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Right there, hurt. Check back. Where's the ball leading?
On 3rd down, Mixon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
1st and goal, Houston.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Diggs going in motion right. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
On game 3, brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they send a man in motion right. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
His pass complete to Ruckert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
That's good for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing.
I
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Jets 3. Tiny Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
And Stroud now to throw. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Nico Collins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Greedy Williams on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, Rodgers flushed out right.
And check down, complete to Hall.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On second down, here's Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Rodgers again now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Hey, take 26. Back north.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got this down to the 35.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Second and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Rodgers will throw for it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
That keeps the score Texans 31, Jets 9.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Back to Mixon on first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
18 Rattler.
On second down, it's Stroud. Here's a catch downfield by Collins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 75, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Stroud looking to throw.
Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Texans 45, Jets 9. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Another 3 and out. Tommy Townsend in punt formation.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
This is caught, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Jets on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last, and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And quickly, they get to the line.
88.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception.
Inside the 20.
And they will score a pick 6.